Hi everyone, so welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. My name is Chloe and I'm basically a creator, and today, as you can tell by the title and me sat down here in my very old, I used to film a lot of sit down videos and now I don't, so this is weird for me, but this is the second sit down video that's going up in November just because I need some sprinkled in, because today, as you can tell by the title, I am going to be sharing with you all of the songs that are on my WIP's playlist. So the book I've currently been working on, so Scarlet Blood Skies. All of these songs are on Spotify and they're all in a playlist on Spotify, so I'm going to be linking that down below so you can check it out for yourself. And according to my laptop, there are 55 songs in this playlist, on this playlist, however you want to say it. So I think we should get straight into it. Obviously, on my laptop, I can see how many songs are in the playlist. However, on my phone, they are actually all organised by artists. So they're all in alphabetical order, which I'm sure is going to be really appreciated by a lot of you. So the first song on the playlist is by AJ Mitchell and it's called I Don't Want You Back. And before I carry on with the rest of the songs on this playlist, there are a real mixture of songs on this playlist. Just thought I'd put that out there. So a few depressing songs and some heavier songs as well. Then we have a couple of Alec Benjamin's songs. We have Let Me Down Slowly and Outrunning Karma. And then we have one As It Is song, which is The Reaper. And then we have a couple of Asking Alexandria songs. We've obviously got Alone in the Room and Into the Fire. And the reason why these songs are on the playlist is because it's kind of the style of the drumming in the songs is Emilee's style of drumming, and you'll find out more about my WIP in a later video. It's actually coming up very soon, so be on the lookout for that. And then we've got quite a few Black Veil Brides songs. I think there's about 5. Yeah, there's 5 here. So we've got Fallen Angels, the last one, Wake Up, When They Call My Name, and Outsider. So that's 5 songs. And I don't really have an explanation for these songs apart from the fact that they are kind of the songs you'd expect from Scarlet Blood Skies, the band from the book. It kind of just gives you a vibe of their genre and style. So it would be good if you could give these songs a listen, because then you can get a feel for Scarlet Blood Skies, the book. Because they are definitely an emo pop punk / rock band. And then we've got one song by Breaking Benjamin, and that's So Cold, but it's not, I don't think it's the original version, because it says here that it's the Aurora version. I don't know what that means, but again, the same applies with this song, their kind of style really. And then we also have one song by Callum Scott, which is obviously You Are The Reason, and I guess in a way it just describes Emilee's and Patrick's love story. I then have Fool's Gold by Chapel on here, again a song that kind of describes Emilee's and Patrick's relationship in a way. And then we've also got Stay Awake by Dean Lewis on the playlist, again describing their relationship. 2 songs by Disturbed on here. Obviously there's A Reason to Fight and The Sound of Silence, and I feel both of them really describe Emilee's past with her bipolar disorder, because she does have bipolar disorder. And I'm not going to say that she is bipolar, because I say it's just a disorder, but obviously it's a disorder that's made her who she is in the book. And I feel like that's really important to word it that way. She isn't bipolar, she has bipolar disorder. And I can say the exact same thing for people that, like, for people that have autism. They're not autistic necessarily, but they have autism. My Immortal by Evanescence. I don't really know the reason why it's on the playlist. I really don't know. I think it's something to do with Emilee's past with her depression and bipolar disorder again. And then we have 3 falling in reverse songs. So there's Fashionably Late, The Drug in Me Is You, and I'm Not a Vampire. And again, like with the style of the songs, they kind of mimic they mimic Scarlet Blood Skies in a way, like with their style, like with the drums and definitely the guitar as well. Like when it comes to like punk and rock, like heavy drums and heavy guitars are important. And then we have one song by Finnis, which is quite obviously Break My Heart Again, because it's the only Finnis song I listen to, and it's describing Emilee's and Patrick's relationship again in a way, because they were together in the past, and I feel like that's like a very big thing to reveal, but they were like partners in the past when they were in college. And then I've got 2 I Prevail songs. The first one being Bow Down and the second one being Paranoid. I feel like they're very heavy in terms of the rest of the songs on the playlist, most definitely. But again, with like the drums and like any guitar in the songs, they definitely fit with the style that Scarlet Blood Skies aim for. Well, Bow Down is heavier than Paranoid, and then so that fits more in with their style, and then Paranoid is more kind of like Emilee's personality and how it's changed with her having bipolar disorder. And I guess in a way you could say that she is paranoid, so the song really fits her. And then we have Another Empty Bottle by Katie McAllister on here. I don't know why this is on here. I guess it's just describing Emilee in a way. And then we've got one Lewis Capaldi song, no pun intended, because the song of his that's actually on here is One. And I feel like this kind of describes the relationship and the transition between Emilee being with Brandon at the beginning of the book, and then being with Patrick at the end of the book. And then we have, how many Linkin Park songs do we have on here? 5? I think that's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, the 5 Linkin Park songs that are on here are In the End, My December, Numb, What I've Done, what is this? What I've Done, and One More Light. And I feel like a lot of these kind of describe Emilee. So, like, In the End, Numb, What I've Done, and One More Light. And then the only one excluded from that is obviously My December, and I feel like that kind of is more to do with their, like, the band's style, so Scarlet Blood Skies. We then have one Little Mix song, and that is Good Enough, and that again describes Emilee and her feelings. And then we've got, I think there's 4 My Chemical Romance songs. There's Dead, The Sharpest Lives, I Don't Love You, and Famous Last Words. That's meant to be 4 songs. And I feel like most of these, they convey the band's style again. And then I have one song by NF, and that is quite obviously paralysed. It again describes Emilee's feelings and how she feels about her life. And then any Sleeping with Sirens songs have we got on here? I think there's 3, and I think they're all kind of like, no, the first, so If You Can't Hang, Kick Me and Better Off Dead, and the first 2, I feel like they more fit Scarlet Blood Skies style, so the band's style, and then Better Off Dead is more like Emilee's feelings. And another song that shows Emilee's feelings is Feel Nothing by The Plot in You. Wait, how many 3 Days Grace songs? I don't even know at this point. 7? Okay, there's 7 songs by 3 Days Grace on this playlist, because I feel like they definitely emulate SBS's style, so the band's style, yet again there are a lot of songs on the playlist that emulate their style, and then the rest are like Emilee's feelings and her relationships, the people around her. So the 3 Days Grace songs I've got on here are Pain, Animal I Have Become, Never Too Late, Riot, and Gone Forever, Infrared, I Hate Everything About You. And then how many more songs do we have on here? Okay, not many. Let's get through these songs. And then the next 2 songs, the first one is Sympathy by Too Close to Touch, again emulating the band's style, because it starts off like quite light, like the actual song, Sympathy, and then it gets heavier. And the same can actually be said about the next song, which is Car Radio by 21 Pilots. I feel like I just had to like chuck in a 21 Pilots song because there is a bit of their style that SBS also has. And then the next 3 songs are by Woodparks. So there's Stupid For You, Blonde and Turbulent, again with the style, that's why they're on there. And then the very last song on there is The Best Thing, in brackets, That Never Happened. Yeah, that is the full song title, and that is by We Are In The Crowd. And I don't think this band is actually like on YouTube or anything. I think they're just on Spotify, because there was another song, I think it was called something like Reflections, that I tried looking up on YouTube after finding the song on Spotify, but it was not on YouTube and I couldn't find it. I can't believe how many songs are on that playlist. There are just so many. But that is absolutely everything for this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Also make sure to subscribe down below, ding the bell to be notified every single time I upload, and that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!